Welcome to the Business Buzz Show. I'm Melinda Thomas. This is Business Buzz, a place where you can get information and inspiration to start taking your business to the next level. And today we're talking about adding video to emails. It is a huge boost for your email. It can increase your open rates anywhere from 6% if you just put the word video in the subject line to 19%. So that's pretty big. The other thing that it can do is it can increase the number of clicks. So someone sees a video playing when they open it, they're engaged, they're much more likely to click. How much more likely? 65%. It increases the click rate by 65%, which is crazy. And the other thing that it does that is super helpful is it reduces the number of your unsubscribes. And the reason that it does that is it's engaging. So people are less likely to open it, go, oof, it's the same old crap, and click unsubscribe. We don't want that. So today, though, I want to talk about the misconceptions, because it seems to people like me, especially who are non-technical, that all you have to do is attach a video and it plays when it goes to everybody's inbox. And that is one of the #1 misconceptions. So I want to talk a little bit about that. So number one, people ask me, will a video play? This is old school today, guys. Will a video play in an email when it is opened? And the answer to that is maybe. It might. So the factors involved are the size of the video that you have attached, and also the inbox. And the inbox, I'm talking about, is it a Gmail inbox? Is it an Outlook inbox? There are a number of inbox services or email services that support it, and quite a big number that don't, surprisingly. So I say maybe because of the size, and the reason why is that they lack the tech support for that sort of thing. So when I say that the technical aspects of what they use in their in their inbox is does not support it, and it's kind of surprising how many don't. So some of the biggies do not. Gmail, Outlook, they do not. Now there is an exception for Outlook, and I'll tell you about that right now. So they don't support the HTML. They don't play it the way you want it to be played or way you expect it to be played. So it's good to know that going in, because it can change the way you embed or put your video into your email. So better to know that there's a high likelihood that it's not going to play automatically the way you want it to, than to just assume, like me in the past, that it will just play for everybody. It doesn't. So the email providers that support it are mainly Apple. So, you know, Apple Mail, iOS, as long as it's 10 or older, and Outlook for Mac. So again, it's a lot of Apple that is supported. And that can sometimes eliminate a big portion of your subscriber list. So if you know for a fact that your subscribers are in one of these categories, have one of these inboxes, then you are set. Then it's going to play the way you want it to. But if not, there is a way around it. So another big question that I get is, can you stream video directly from YouTube or Vimeo? Technically, no. You can't. And the reason, again, talking to all my non-techs out there like me, is that it needs to be hosted. So it needs to be in a content distribution network. Who knew? That it could be your email provider's library. So I'll kind of call it a content library because it's easier for me, maybe for you. And so, you know, when you create an email in MailChimp or Campaign Monitor or ActiveCampaign or any of the email providers, email service providers, they have what could be a media library or a content library. They have something where you upload things, right? So you're uploading your logo, you might be uploading images, etc. So that is a content distribution network, essentially. So I'm explaining this in the least technical way I can because that's the way I understand it. But things will certainly change in the future, I would imagine. Right now, it's June 2020. So if you're watching this in 2021, there may have been an update. So the file that you are streaming or sharing needs to be under 1 megabyte. So that would be like a GIF. A GIF would have the same, would have something lower than that. So this is where we're going with this as a workaround. We're gonna make your video into a GIF and give it at least your email enough interest for people to click on it and go to the actual video. So it is not living in your email per se. It is living somewhere else on a server like a GIF. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Hold on 1 sec. So let me just make sure I don't have all of my so I have such a high-tech way of doing this today. It's awesome. So yeah, this is I'm kind of confused now, which is terrible. My point being that you can use a GIF. And one of the great tools for creating a GIF, and there are lots of them out there, but I just wanted to give you one of them, is EasyGIF, okay? So EasyGIF will, or any tool out there, it's, first of all, that one's free, so that's why I bring that one up. But what a GIF maker tool will do is allow you to upload the video, decide where that GIF is gonna start and end, and then it will generate a link for you. It'll generate the code. So what's fabulous about that is you can take the most important part, or maybe the most compelling part of your video, and make a quick GIF out of it. And that's what's gonna play when people open their email. So again, there are exceptions, right? What happens when a GIF doesn't play, and any GIF? And the backup is that the service, the email inbox will show one image. And it's usually the first image of your GIF. So that's important to know because you want to make sure that whatever you're capturing in that video, the first image is something that people will recognize, or people will want to click on because it's curious. So that way you are kind of covering your bases. And so one of the reasons, and I don't know why, I have so many of these. So some email providers will only show that first image, or only show a still image from your GIF. And those are kind of big, right? So Outlook, pretty much most of the versions won't do it. And Windows 10, not so much. So they will just show that first image of your GIF. The great thing about this is there's still ways for you to encourage people to click on your email, on your video in the email. And even if it doesn't play the way you want it to, as in those inboxes that I just showed you, by taking an image. So if you want to make sure that no matter what, people see that a frame that is the most important to you, then create a thumbnail of that. Take a screenshot or create a thumbnail of that frame and overlay in Canva or whatever you use for graphics, a play button. And that actually works really well. So it doesn't have to actually be, you know, moving, although that's ideal, right? That's what we all want. But having a play button over it really helps. So consider that. Also consider that you could do a GIF and then overlay, put an image of a play button on the GIF as well. So couple ways to signal that there's a video attached or a video to see somewhere, and encourage people to click on it, which is really important. You want somebody to go to your video if you made a video, right? A lot of times you might be an e-commerce business and have products that you want people to see, a new product or see it in action. So there are a lot of good reasons for doing this. And in addition to all those amazing stats that I gave you in the beginning, which are 65% increase in clicks when you include that, just that, even that video image with the play button, and putting video in the subject line will also increase opens. So I hope you'll try some of these. If you have any questions and want me to walk through this with you, because I know it's technical, but once you do it once, it really, you'll get the hang of it and it won't feel so big and daunting. So I know that because I've made those mistakes. I tried it myself, and if I can do it, you can do it. So that's it for today's Business Buzz. I'm Melinda Thomas, and I hope you'll join me back here next time. Thanks.